when you first started playing your first guitars, that kind of
I
thing?
started playing around 13, my brother was playing acoustic, but, I fooled around on acoustic, but then a friend of mine had an electric that I tried, and it just blew me away, playing electric guitar. To go from acoustic, it is a big change anyway. To be able to play something and have it come out of an amplifier, rather than just an acoustic.
Were you involved in high school bands, things like that?
Oh, yeah, sure. I played top 40 groups, high schools, and clubs and shit, the whole route.
Did you, immediately go into the... When you first started playing your first guitars, that kind of thing?
I started playing around 13, My brother was playing acoustic, but, I fooled around on acoustic, but then a friend of mine had an electric that I tried, and it just blew me away, playing electric guitar. To go from acoustic, it is a big change anyway. To be able to play something and have it come out of an amplifier, rather than just an acoustic.
Were you involved in high school bands, things like that?
Oh, yeah, sure. I played top 40 groups, high schools, and clubs and shit, the whole route.
Did you, immediately go into lead guitar, or were you, playing rhythm and stuff for a while?
I always played, I always played lead, in every group I was ever in. In fact, my brother was a better musician than me, and, but he was playing rhythm for me in a matter of 6 months when I started playing guitar. And he had been playing guitar for a few more years. The album's coming along really well.
Is it?
Yeah, there's one song called Fractured Mirror where I got a really pretty unique sound. Well, I took a Gibson double neck. It's an old one. I don't think they make it anymore. One neck is a 6-string regular guitar, and the other is a 6-string mandolin. It's an octave above. And what I did was, in the intro, and also on the fade, I'm picking like a figure, and I tune the mandolin to an open E tuning. Mm-hmm. And let it drone while I was picking the figure on the other neck. And it resonated, along with the figure. And it sounds, I don't think I've ever heard it on record before, that sound. Basically, before Kiss, I was just, doing club dates, in high schools and colleges, dances and stuff like that.
What kind of guitar and amp were you using before joining Kiss?
I was using a reverse Firebird. Like a single pickup thing, 50-watt Marshall. That's what I owned when I joined the band.
So you were using that on the first albums?
No, I bought a Les Paul once we got an advance money from Casablanca, and I bought a 100-watt Marshall and a Les Paul. And since our marriage, it's kind of been that way. I bought a lot of different guitars, that I record with. I use old Fenders and Rickenbackers and stuff like that to play with, in the studio. But on stage live, it's nothing like a Les Paul and a Marshall for hard rock,
Right. Tell me some more about the guitar, the one that you're now using. Is there a specific one you use on stage?
I got about 20 Les Pauls. But on stage, I use Les Paul standard. Mm-hmm. No, actually, no. Now I'm using a custom now.
A custom?
Yeah. It's not one specific one. I change off between 3 or 4, a standard and a custom.
Do they tend to be older guitars?
Not on stage, because, the amount of jumping around we do and acrobatics and the bombs and everything. I have a couple of 59s, that I don't know, there's an article's coming out in Circus with a picture of my guitar collection. Mm-hmm. You may want a picture of it, I don't know. I have a couple of pictures of my guitar collection.
Yeah,
part of my guitar collection.
I think could probably use something.
And there's a couple of 59 Les Pauls in it, but I'd never use them on stage, they're too valuable. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't want to take the chance of them getting stolen on the road.
Right.
They're really irreplaceable.
Right. So then it's just a Les Paul and just the one Marshall stack?
Oh, no. That's what we started with. Now we got 20 Marshall cabinets and about 8 heads.
That's how much you use?
Huh?
You use that much?
Yeah, they're all usable, yeah. Depending on the size of the auditorium, we use a minimum of, 4 bottoms and 2 heads.
Those are 100-watt heads?
Huh?
100-watt heads?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, now we're using, I used to use like power boosters too, sometimes to get sustained. But now that we're using the wireless guitars, the transmitters have natural boosts. You can, get a natural boost out of the system. But I'm really not using any effects except for, I use an Echoplex and I use a neutron octave divider
Mm-hmm.
on a couple of tunes.
How long have you been using wireless guitars?
Oh, shit, we've been using them for maybe a year now.
You like them?
Yeah, they're great. One of the, to me, personally, the best, most beneficial things they have to offer for me is the fact that you can't get electrocuted. Because I was in Florida about a year and a half ago and I almost got killed.
Did you really?
I grounded out, to a railing that was with the ground, wasn't grounded properly, and for a minute there I didn't think I was going to make it.
So then you don't find any loss in tone or volume or anything?
Actually, it sounds better.
Really?
As I was saying, it naturally compresses the signal if you want it a little to get a certain effect. It's pretty cool. I get a natural boost out of it. I kind of like it.
Are there certain settings you use on the Marshall as far as tone and volume and treble and things like that?
I tell you, I've tried every setting, and to me, you take a 100-watt head, put every knob on 5.
Really?
Sounds pretty cool.
Do you channel the heads like in the two inputs in one head at all? Anything like that?
No, I just use a box, split it, and split it up, It seems to work the best for me.
Right.
There's a lot of different ways you can do it.
Yeah. So then you don't use any other cabinets on stage besides the Marshalls?
On stage, no. For a while, we experimented, You know how it is when you're a new group and you're touring. For a while we used to have little fenders in back of the amp that we'd mic, kind of cool. But it got crazy because a lot of times you couldn't hear what you were hearing through the Marshalls wasn't necessarily what was going through the PA.
Right.
And sometimes if that amp blew out, you wouldn't know it. Like when it really was an uncomfortable feeling.
Right.
Even though you might have got a little better sound, by using a smaller amp, where you wouldn't have to overload the mic as much. It didn't feel right to me not being able to, hear exactly what was going into the mic. So that was uncomfortable. So we kind of did away with that. And now we just take a direct and a Marshall sound, and our mix will kind of mix it together depending upon. Sometimes one song will call for a little cleaner sound, so we'll use more of the direct in the mix.